Evening all, and welcome back to InfraSpace, here with our grid city, where things are going slowly, and I'm looking at stuff, and I want to change some things up already. Not with the grid, not with anything like that. Fine, all of that's absolutely perfect. But what I want to do is change our research. We are struggling for carbon like mad, which makes sense. These produce one carbon every 16 seconds, and these use one carbon every 20 seconds. So it's almost a 1-to-1 ratio. They're currently suffering from iron ore. It's almost a 1-to-1 ratio. So what I'm thinking of doing is, if I can press the right buttons, removing some research and putting in some more carbon, which may seem like a bad thing because it's like, well, hang on, you're cutting back your research, and the research is going to be even slower. That's fine, because we can always just build more. And if we get them kind of balanced, then it'll be good. So I'm going to remove these, which does, you do lose the stuff inside them, but and then we're going to move this one. Oh, we have gridding, we have snapping turned on again. How dare you? Not that I'm particularly fussed about the snapping, because I don't think we're going to upgrade any of these roads to 4 lanes. I mean, we might do. I don't think so. Actually, we probably would. We probably would upgrade them to 4 lanes. So we'll see. But if I do this, now we should be making enough carbon. Yeah, we're making 25 and using 25, which is awesome. Awesome. Everything else is working fine as well. We're making enough iron as well, because we've cut back our iron. So everything is good. And then what we can do is we can just make another grid off here. So we go 15 down here, 15. Put on. We go 15 to 15 like that. And then we just do another one of these in here. And I don't know what we're going to do in here at all. I might put 4 research centers in, just for a laugh. I mean, 1 seems to be well enough. You don't need any more than just the 1, like ever, if I'm honest with you. So yeah. The other thing as well is that really the science does not need to be in town. The science could be, way over somewhere else. You could have a science division over here and stuff like that. The only drawback is that you need the oxygen to come down to your habitat. So yeah, that's the only kind of drawback to that thing, is that you do need the oxygen coming down there. So you would need a connecting road, but you don't have to put it in there. You could leave your town as it is. I mean, your habitats don't have to be connected to anything else, right? You can have a habitat area, you could have this area, like that area. I'm just putting it all in one go here because I want to, basically. So let's square off a couple of these. We have concrete. Boom. So they're going to be habitats. This is all going to be food coming up here. Food might become a problem later on because of spacing and things, but we're not really going for efficiency. We're just going for... We're going to go the brute force effect. If we don't have enough of something, rather than trying to build efficiency with them, kind of like we are here, these get bonuses from things, rather than do that and try and get the most efficient build, we're just going to build more of them. Brute force them. Why not? So, we need home appliances. We need to do some research. We need electronics. Let's do that. Let's make some electronics, and then we'll make some home appliances, which is interesting. We also are going to have to make steel at some point. Steel also uses carbon, which is a bit of a pain. So we're going to need more carbon processing. But we can do that. I mean, I could put more processors around the research, I suppose. That wouldn't be a terrible thing. Hey, we've unlocked electronics. Let's unlock home appliances. We want them too. Okay, we have a copper mine. Ooh. So, electronics require iron and copper to make electronics. So we are going to have a block of those in here. 1, 2, 3, and what I'm going to do is 1, 2, and 3. And then we got home appliances, and home appliances get bonuses. Now, all the buildings, these bonuses, I haven't explained this before. These 8% bonuses, basically, if you can put a building nearby another building that produces something it wants, it will get a bonus from it. So, if the blue science packs were put near iron mines or near carbon producers, they get an 8% bonus per one that's nearby. So the most efficient way of doing this, if you want to be efficiency-wise, would be to go to your iron mines up here and put in your research behind the iron mines, so they get bonuses in the iron mines, and then put the carbon on the other side of it, and then they give extra bonuses to the research. If you want to go down that route. With these, we want to make home appliances, and home appliances gain bonuses from iron and circuits. So we're going to put in these ones here and here, and that's going to gain a bonus from all of them, which is awesome. We are going to definitely need more iron and more power. Let's go iron first. Let's put in another one of those just there. And then we're going to have another road that comes off, probably going something like this, but maybe we'll click on this. Oh, that was the wrong thing. Didn't want to do that. Reconnect the roads, there we go, and then do a curve, make it a lovely little angled curve. There we go. And then we can put more iron mines along there as when required. You are doing okay, is that correct? Yeah, you're 5.4 out of that, so that's okay. Power network 1 is our master network. That's just got its own little separate thing. So we need more power, which does make sense. So let's put in another one at about 90% efficiency. Here. One in there. And we'll put one in there. There we go. Connect them, then we can connect them, then we can connect them. There we go. Now they're all powered and they're all running our grid. Cool. If I'm honest with you, I think once we get solar, I'm going to get rid of all the wind turbines and just go with a solar array, because they work 24 hours a day because we're in perpetual sun. And they're well worth doing. Right, we've got home appliances, so solar panels, we want to do them. Let's get steel production going. Solar panels requires green research, so we need to figure out something like that. Let's have a look at our production. Not making enough carbon again, that's confusing. Why are we not making enough carbon? Oh, we don't have people. Maybe we don't have enough people. No, carbon's 100%. We are low on people. We've got 123 jobs and we've got 100 population. So why are we low on carbon? Yes, of course. Of course, this is why we're low on carbon. This is something you need to keep in mind, which I forgot. These make 1 carbon every 16 seconds. These use 1 carbon every 20 seconds. So a 1-to-1 ratio means that we should have a extra carbon, shouldn't we? Because we're getting 0.4 carbon per 20 seconds. So every 20 seconds we should be getting over 1 spare carbon going on. But these are getting efficiency bonuses. It's getting 8, 16, 24% efficiency, so it's running 24% faster. Which means that 20% faster would make it 16 seconds, which would make a 1-to-1 ratio. 16 producing, 16 using. But 24% bonus means it's actually running at about 15 and 0.2 seconds. Which means we run out of carbon because we have boosted the efficiency of this to run higher. So you need to keep that in mind as well for when you're doing things like here, for instance. This produces 2 every 32 seconds, and this uses 2 every 36 seconds. So it's kind of a 1-to-1 ratio. And we're out doing this anyway. We're doing 3-to-1. But it's got 32% bonus. So its time is actually much lower. So if you did a 1-to-1 and still managed to get a 30% bonus to it, it wouldn't work. You'd need like 1.5-to-1. It doesn't show you that in the numbers anywhere. It doesn't explain that somewhere. It just, but these bonuses here, you have to kind of add them all up yourself. And then that is speed. The bonuses are how fast. It's not like it gains an extra, you make magic appliances out of nowhere. It's speed bonuses. So they run, this was running 32% faster than its baseline. So instead of taking 36 seconds, it's going to take, I don't know, 30 seconds, whatever. I'm not sure. Which means that because this is 32 seconds, a 1-to-1 doesn't work, even though it should do easily if it wasn't getting any bonus. So that's something to keep in mind. If you didn't do any bonuses, then all the numbers can add up completely fine. But because you're getting the efficiency bonus, it throws the numbers off a little bit, and you've got to look at things and make sure everything's right. So things are not getting enough things because we don't have enough things. So we need more habitats because we need more jobs. We've got 123 jobs and only 100 population. So let's put in more habitats. Boom. Boom. Not really going in exactly, nicely, but there's no grid. There is kind of a hidden grid when you have snapping enabled, but I don't want to snap to the roads in case we enlarge them. We want to leave a gap for the roads. So if there was a grid and you could enable it, then you could place all these exactly one tile away, and then when you double the roads up, it would be fine. But there is no grid, so all you've got is snap to road, and then when you upgrade a road, it causes problem. So yeah, it's a bit of a pain. I can already see if this game ever gains modding support, I would have all the roads unlocked from the beginning. Yeah, I would have all the roads unlocked from the beginning. All these still use concrete. The highways start using steel, so you couldn't build them anyway, the highways, but you could build 4 or 6 lane roads knowing where you want to put them. I really think they should, the gravel, you should have gravel lanes which are the same. You should have 2, 4 and 6 gravel lanes, just so you can put in a 4-way gravel lane and then just upgrade it to concrete later. That would make sense, I feel if that would help. But just so you can conform things up. But I suppose what they're aiming for in this game is to not build grids like this. They want curves and smooths and things that are better than what I do. Okay, so we need copper. Copper is up here, up there. That's an interesting copper looking ore. How the hell would you mine that? There's more copper up there. No, we might come up here for copper actually. I was thinking maybe we'll go the other way, but no. There's copper there. There's copper there. There's copper there. Yeah, we'll come up here for copper. So let us run a road. We'll run one of the central roads up. I need to do. I could try on a really long road, but it doesn't put the nodes in where I want them to. So I need to make sure I do every 15. There we go. Okay, and another 15 will take us in there, so we won't do that. So we'll do a road off this way, and then we'll come. Did I make that 15? I wasn't even looking. I should make sure I make it 15 so we can form. If you don't follow the rules, you'll be put to sleep. Not that this matters because we're not going to build up this far, but I'm just going to do it in 15 segments so I know how things are. And I'm wasting a lot of concrete because we don't need any of this ore up here just yet. We've got ore over there and ore over here. But I'll put the road in now while I've got the concrete. I don't have to worry about it later. And there we go. Then we can do whatever with that. This road could all be windy. Oh, excuse me. This road could all be windy and whatnot else because it doesn't really matter, but like this road is we're going to have a windy road actually go around here. And then I'm going to click on them to make it curved. If you look at when you click on a road, if you click on a junction, you get the where do you want the roads to go. So you can say, hey, no one's allowed down here, or you're allowed down here, and you're allowed. You can't have it double back on itself, but yeah. But if you click on the road segment, you get these options. That's a straight line. and you get a curve option. You can come back and press the curve option and make a lovely smooth circling road, which is awesome. And we need to put in some copper mines. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah. I don't know how many we need, so I'm just going to put in 2 for the moment. And you're going to get your own power grid. So copper, we are getting 31 and we 90. There we go. Okay, so we get enough copper in. Cool. Okay, and then the trucks will come up and then do their thing. And that is fine. And I don't know why I built that straight road there, but so they'll come off here, they'll come down to here, and then have to do the zigzag. I could just run this straight to there. No, we'll let them go around. And we can upgrade this road later, should we need to. That's fine. Okay, so you're going to get copper come in, that's fine. You're going to get iron come in, that's fine. All the trucks have to drive through town to get to them. That's why I should have looked that way for copper, but I didn't see any copper on the hill. I saw iron and aluminium. So yeah. Okay. And we're going to get home appliances. And then with home appliances, we should be able to upgrade our habitats to the next level. We need 300. We need 300 people to upgrade to the next level. We only have homes for 248, so we need more houses put in there anyway. They do upgrade slightly. Obviously, these are only storing 8 people, and these can store 10 people. So they do upgrade slightly. I think when they get level 3, they can store 12 people. So, and we've got 5 per go. So, you know, that's 15 times 12 is going to be 180 people. That's not right. Hold on. There's 8 people. There's 8. Why am I saying there's 5? Strange. 8 times 12. And then we've got 3 times. That's 288 people we can have maximum. So we're going to need more people. We're going to need more people storage. People storage. Otherwise known as houses to most normal people. And you always need more people storage anyway. You know, it's like the big thing. Selector research. Yeah. And put in power poles there. I'm going to run the cable manually to there because for some bizarre reason it doesn't auto connect. But whatever, it's fine. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then the trucks are coming down with the copper. Here it comes. Here's our first copper truck by the looks of it. Yep, in he goes. Put on. You start working. You're pushing electronics. Electronics go to the home appliances. Home appliances start running beautifully because they're happy and joyous and wonderful and yay. And the reason I kind of done it, I was going to do the whole, this was going to be 8 home appliances, 8 electronics, and then 8 home appliances there. But I've done it this way because if I was to build another set of these here, these ones, which are getting 4 bonuses, will technically get 6. So having way more electronics than actual buildings makes more sense because if we do 6, that's a 8, 12, 24, that's a 48% bonus on it. That's nearly 50% faster. So instead of being 36 seconds, it's going to be 17 seconds. 27, no, 17 would be 4. 18 seconds. It'll be 18 seconds, sorry, to run. Which means these at 32, you're going to start getting to the whole nearly 2-to-1 ratio. And that's fine because we're currently running on a 3-to-1 ratio right now. And if we double it up here, it'll be another 3-to-1 ratio. But these upgrade to a 2-to-1, and then it should balance. I think, perhaps, maybe, we'll see. We've got all the jobs. That's fine. We have housing for 380 people, and they will upgrade. That's good. let's select some more research, shall we? Let's get green science, because we need green science. And then we want solar panels. Yay! Green science is something we're going to put in, like, here. And green science is... We have steel as well, but we need to make some steel. I think green science needs steel, doesn't it? Yeah, it needs steel to build them. We've only got 75 steel, so we need to make some steel. We need to look into doing a steel factory. Now, steel factory can gain bonuses from iron and carbon, and I do kind of want to put it up by the iron and carbon, but I know I have future knowledge. That steel is used in a product later on. It's used to make motors here. And if you put steel factories next to motor factories, they gain a bonus. But then we'll need more steel factories later on anyway, because we want to have a little area that is just our steel production. This is where stuff gets a little weird, because I'd like to do the same as here. I'd like to do like an off-the-grid, make me steel, store it in the construction material bay. But the overall production overview will include any of that in it. So it will say, hey, you're not making enough carbon, or it will go, you are making enough carbon, but we're actually not, because the carbon being used for the steel isn't getting to the main town. So I need to balance the steel and carbon almost perfectly to get it to work. We have green science now, cool. We can't do any other science, but we'll do solar panels. All these require green science, so we need to build green science, yeah. So yeah, I need to balance it almost perfectly. So if I was to put in iron mines there, put in the steel behind it, they gain 8% from the iron mines, and then put in the carbon behind that, they gain 8% from that as well. Which is cool. But I need to make sure it's all completely balanced. I need to look at the exact numbers. So this requires 1 iron in 16 seconds. Let's say it's getting 1 iron and 1 carbon. Let's say it's getting a just a 16% boost, so it's got 1 iron and 1 carbon for itself. That means it's running faster than 16 seconds, which means a single carbon producer here, which is the only one we got. We haven't got the other carbons unlocked yet. Won't keep up because that produces 1 every 16 seconds. And the atmospheric processors don't gain any bonus because they have no input. You need to fill something in the input window to do it. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of experimentation and a bit of maths to try and figure this out. Because I need to do the experimentation as well, because some of them might gain more than 8% bonus, some of them might gain less, and I need to try and balance it out perfectly so that it doesn't wreck our numbers, because these overall numbers here do include everything else anywhere. So you see, like, sand is being produced here, sand is being made here, but it's not being shipped down, and later on we will use sand. So I could do all that, or I could build it up here and just run a road down and connect the road to the main town. That might be even easier. I don't know, but we'll figure it out next episode, because right now we're going to bring this one to a close, and that will do. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do this one here. We'll come back next time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. Hope to see you again next time. Until then, as always, have fun.